Hello my lovely followers and a happy new year 2023. I've changed my oracle cards. I hope to do some oracle cards at the end of this reading. I'm going to do a basic Celtic cross, but really basic, not the full one because it would take me outside of the time allocated that I've got. You can always find the full reading on YouTube and Facebook. Sometimes that's problematic to load, but by and large it does load. YouTube always loads and Instagram sometimes cuts the end off, which is a bit frustrating. So let's crack on and see what the cards, I have shuffled, but I will shuffle again, what the cards have to tell us for the new year. I must say that I've shuffled twice already and I've seen for the third time the Queen of Pentacles, because she was there when I cut the cards and then when I shuffled twice before she appeared. So that would be an earth sign. Queen of Pentacles, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. Okay, I'll cut the back. I'm going to go to the bottom, down to the middle. Ooh, so the overlying energy is the Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups, cups representing emotions, water signs, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Ace at the beginning, and you would associate this normally with something on an emotional level, a new beginning in romance, possibly a new emotional pleasure, let's say, because I mean it might be a romance, it might not, it might just be something that's a new love, and it could just be a new friendship that you know is heartfelt. So let's see. So we had that last week, I think, that we were trapped in our thoughts. I've got a feeling it was a backdrop energy, overlying energy. We've got that in the heart centre, so there's still that blockage going on. And I think I explained to you that sometimes reads can be the same for a while until that energy is cleared, and we'll see. Okay, so this could be that it's a question of moral. We've got a moral dilemma and we're blocked. But in that blockage are, let's see what other cards come up, but we're guided by our moral compass, by sometimes it's to do with restrictions, like, I mean, I don't mean it as a restriction, but things that we're bound to, so like marriages, that sort of thing, that we're bound. And it might be that here we're feeling a bit in our heads about it. I keep hearing trapped, so okay, down in the solar plexus, we've got Seven of Wands, where we're having to stand up for ourselves. In the back of the picture, I don't know if you can see, but there's a half-open door. So the feeling that I'm kind of getting is that we're feeling a bit confronted and a bit threatened in a way, and short of defending ourselves, we want to get away through that open door. That's what the gut's kind of saying. Well, you have got a chance to leave. In the immediate past, we've got the Cancer sign, Chariot. The Chariot's from the Major Arcana, and it's very positive. I mean, it shows somebody who's, you know, negotiating their way, huge energy, huge skill, a feeling of power and determination. We've got the King of Wands in what they call the crowning card. King of Wands, which is interesting that you've got in the solar plexus down here, you've got the Seven of Wands, and here you've got the King of Wands. So this energy here could be affiliated to this King of Wands. King of Wands is it's a fire sign, so it's going to be, I just got in my head moody, not necessarily moody, but passionate, and extremes of emotion. fired up, determined, a bit single-minded possibly, you know, that they've got an idea in their head, or more so they've got a passion in their belly and they want to see it through. In the future, Seven of Pentacles, that's your first Pentacle card. I think you did get this last week. Seven of Pentacles is about timing. And the cards all, I mean, it's a short reading, but we'll see what the clarifier is saying. And this is all about waiting for the right time to reap your harvest, to take what's yours. These are the, if you like, the investments that you've made. Doesn't have to be in money, although Pentacles do represent money. It's what you value. So there are things that you've invested in. You may have invested yourself in, and they've grown, they've developed, they've ripened, and it's about picking, reaping at the right time. Okay, I'm not going to do any more because otherwise we'll run over. We've got the Wheel of Fortune. That is also about divine timing. And because Pentacles they can read as money, the Wheel of Fortune would play into that. So it's about knowing when, and this could be, in this scenario where there's a blockage, this could be about knowing when to take what's yours and run, sort of thing. Okay, so let's see what the clarifiers might have to tell us. Something's flipped there. That was the Nine of... We didn't get the Queen of Pentacles in the end, did we? She was quite apparent before. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to take the bottom and go up to the top. Ace of Wands. So here we had the Ace of Cups. Here the overall energy is the Ace of Wands. So it's emotionally pleasing, it's powerful, it's passionate, it's a new start. Could be a new job, but it's something that is heartfelt, something that is, I mean, it could be a new relationship, in which case it would be very passionate, very hot, very physical. Maybe that's what that King of Wands is all about. Maybe this Seven of Wands is about his getting out of a situation. So without the full reading, it's hard to read on just the limited amount. Two of Swords here, we had the Two of Swords, and here we've got the Temperance card, Sagittarius, another fire sign, which talks about going with the flow, sort of easing up a little bit, so that if you've got a blockage, don't worry about it, just kind of let it play out, which I think we had last week, playing things out, going with the flow, just relaxing into it. It's a card of flexibility. It's a card of, I mean, that's what going with the flow is all about, that there might be change. What's right for you, though, because you've got that Hierophant card, which is the moral compass. On top of that, we've got the Six of Cups, which is a card I always say is the card of nostalgia. So with that Ace of Cups in the backdrop, this could be somebody from your past that's coming back. If not, it's a feeling of, this Temperance card is bringing back a feeling of nostalgia. Maybe déjà vu, that kind of thing. Down in the solar plexus, we have the Seven of Wands, which I said was a little bit of standing up for yourself. And here, the Six of Wands, which is great because that is so positive against this one here. So whether this feeling is that you did stick up for yourself, because now, rather than being in combat, everybody is really regarding you in high esteem. So all those this could also be that you've been bombarded by a lot of people coming forward to you all at once, and you've had to kind of put a block because it's too much. However, the card here is saying the reason, whether it's because everybody's coming to you, or whether it's because you've had to stand up for yourself, the result of it is that you're held in high esteem. This can also be the card of promotion at work. Six of Wands is always a nice light energy. Chariot we had in the immediate past. We've got the Four of Cups. So the Four of Cups is well, it's about not letting opportunities slip us by, really, but it's also about making the right choices. We had 3 choices in cups here, which are just standing there doing nothing. It could be that 3 opportunities have passed you by. Now, this cup that's coming to you, go with it, because you've got the Chariot card. So this is something that you've chosen and you're going with it. King of Wands, yep. Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords is a very fast energy, very exciting. So that liaises with the Chariot, but it's attached to this King of Wands. So he's really forthright. Remember I said he was passionate. And I did actually mention that he had ideas and sees them through, because swords, and then I said, but passionate about what he's doing, because the wand represents the passion, but the swords represents the ideas, the clarity, the surging forward, the kind of single-mindedness, if you like. And then you've got the Seven of Pentacles and the Hermit card, and that's knowing when to pick your harvest when the time is right. And the Hermit is about reflecting, normally self-reflection, but it can just be about reflecting, thinking carefully about what you're doing, being quiet. It can also be not verbalizing what you're doing to everybody. So this is something that you're thinking about, but it's very much private to you. Wheel of Fortune on the back there, 5 of Cups here, and that's leaving things behind that no longer serve. Some regrets maybe, but more it's just about, well, in this scenario I would say it's more about just really moving on and leaving regrets behind. 5 is always about change. So we're going to do a I don't know that I've got time to do these. I'm going to do a Madame Indora. We haven't seen her for a while. The box is so battered. Oops, it won't even stand. She's been used and used. I don't even know where I got her from. But anyway, let's see what flips out as your oracle card on this reading here, which again signifies change. Puts you in a good place though with that 6 of Wands. You're feeling that you're doing okay there, that you're being well thought of, so that your gut feelings are positive. We've got that King of Wands that's coming in with a load of energy. I'm not sure if that flipped or I just... that's just about seeking wisdom and guidance. But the outcome card is really the Wheel of Fortune and knowing when to cash in what it is you've got in mind. The Wheel of Fortune kind of will, because that's a major arcana, the Wheel of Fortune you'll kind of know. And I think that's, oops, that's also what that 6 of Wands is saying, because that's in your, the card that flew, follow your intuition. I was just about to say, because the 6 of Wands is in your intuitive solar plexus, so follow your intuition and you'll know when it's time to gather up your harvest. And the backdrop card, interesting, is you will be guided through darkness. So the Wheel of Fortune comes along and it will come in and take over and guide you and take you. Just a series of events. And then underneath that you've got honour and good luck. Really positive cards with a sense of kind of things coming together, a little bit out of your hands in a sense, that things are going to just fall into place with that Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so that's a nice reading to start the new year on, and I look forward to reading for you next week. Bye now.